Like many communities, we've been at this issue of homelessness for a very long time, and it became apparent that we were coping with the issue but not leading and trying to solve the issue. It was really important that we had all of our elected leadership heading in the same direction. Well, leadership's important on any critical issue, and especially if it's a hard issue, and there's nobody that can create and espouse that vision more so than a mayor. The mayor has the bully pulpit. The mayor has the ability to convene. So on an issue like homelessness, I believe it is critically important that the mayor play a huge role in that. Well, one of the things that we did was we set some measurable goals. So in one of my State of the City addresses, I went ahead and took us out on a limb and said, we believe in this housing first model, and we're going to solve this by housing, through Housing First, 300 of our 900 chronically homeless individuals over the next 3 years. So when the community saw that we had a goal that they could hold us accountable to, and we actually achieved that goal in about 2 years rather than 3 years, it created a lot of momentum. One of the reasons that we first focused on chronic homelessness, there's a path to solving that issue. We looked at other cities, Salt Lake City, Phoenix, Houston, and the work that they had done and adopted their approach with a housing first approach. We've had great success in a whole number of areas, from commuter rail to venues to a medical city, and if we're not also taking care of the least of us, then I don't think we can celebrate those other victories. I think the major aha moment that we had probably was recognizing that we had been coping with the issue, feeding people and putting them in emergency or transitional housing, and we weren't getting the results that we wanted to get. So being willing to switch to the housing first model, I think, was probably the most important aspect of what we've done over the last few years. Well, we found here in Orlando that a collaborative partnership method works on just about any issue you have. So you have to have the business community, you have to have the leading government officials, you have to have the faith community, as well as the not-for-profit community. We're all critically important. Having everybody at the table is what made this work. One of our proudest accomplishments, I think, is effectively ending homelessness among our chronic veterans, and we had great cooperation with the VA. Our community came together, we went and located all the homeless veterans, and we were able to celebrate a victory in ending chronic homelessness among our veterans. Elevating the issue, and mainly a mayor has the ability to do that, and then educating the public as to why it's important for us to invest in homeless services and a housing first methodology, I think is also important to get community buy-in. I think my personal journey on the issue of homelessness was recognizing that each homeless individual or homeless family has a different story and a different set of circumstances that led them to be homeless. Now, if you're chronically homeless, that means you have a physical or mental disability that challenges you to be in the mainstream. So those people don't want to be homeless, but they don't have the ability not to be homeless without some help. On any major issue that is very difficult, and I can tell you that homelessness is one of the most difficult, it is important for your trusted elected leaders to be the face of the issue and being willing to take on that issue, whether you end up being successful or not.